What if the universe has already placed a map to abundance directly in your path, and you simply haven't learned how to read it? Something profound is aligning in the energy around you. There are specific numerical codes, vibrating with the essence of creation itself, that could unlock the financial freedom and soul-level prosperity you're meant to experience. The cosmos is communicating, not with a shout, but through a subtle, persistent whisper. If you're aware enough to sense it, a powerful undercurrent is shifting reality right now. This invisible force resonates perfectly with certain digits that hold profound philosophical significance. These aren't random figures, they are guideposts designed to steer you toward transformation, especially when you're prepared to embrace a life of true wealth and purpose. In this discussion, you will uncover 6 of these potent codes. Each one carries a unique vibrational signature that, when understood, can attract unforeseen opportunities and generate incredible momentum. But the true key is held for the final moments, where I'll share one rarely discussed master frequency, a code known to activate spiritual wealth at the core of your being, but only for those genuinely prepared to step into their power. So, as we start, bring your full presence. Let's dive in. We begin with a number most overlooked, 17. It doesn't have the fame of 7 or the intrigue of 11. And that is its entire purpose. 17 isn't about spectacle, it's about substance, the kind you forge through daily dedication even when the world isn't applauding. Imagine your life, a cycle of duties, pursuing ambitions, managing a career, and still finding slivers of time for your inner peace. There's no fanfare, no recognition, yet you persist. Not because it's simple, but because a deep internal drive compels you forward. This is the domain of 17. Its essence doesn't inflate you with empty hope. It centers you. It confirms that authentic evolution occurs in the quiet spaces, in those small, consistent acts of will, in selecting purpose over procrastination. From a philosophical standpoint, this is the seedbed of lasting change, in calm, in repetition, in trust. And there's a deeper layer. 1 and 7 sum to 8, the digit of karmic balance. In sacred number studies, 8 symbolizes the equilibrium of cause and effect. You reap what you sow, not by accident, but by universal law. 17 affirms you are not stagnant, you are being sculpted. Your time isn't being lost, it's being invested in your preparation. In cosmic terms, 17 resonates with Saturn's energy, the taskmaster. Saturn doesn't hasten, it perfects. It tests your endurance so you can construct resilience. If life has felt like a slow march, understand it's not a delay, it's divine preparation, a training ground for strength and destiny. So if 17 repeatedly shows up on clocks, pages, or license plates, receive it as a cosmic nod, a signal that your steadfast journey, though invisible to others, is precisely where your true power is being forged. 17 is not static, it is synchronicity, and your moment of arrival is approaching. Let's explore a number that does more than invite good fortune, it elevates your entire being. That number is 9, but do not see it as a finale. In ancient wisdom, 9 is not an end, it is a metamorphosis. It signifies the pivot, where all your internal work begins to manifest in your external world. Envision this after a long season of inner reflection. Understanding starts to dissolve uncertainty. The mist clears. You feel centered, determined, and prepared without exerting force. This is the energy 9 embodies. It's the instant when quiet confidence becomes your foundation and alignment supersedes striving. In mystical traditions, numbers are frequencies, each emitting a specific resonance. While many seek fresh starts, those on a conscious path recognize 9 as the digit of integration and actualization. It's the shift from seeking to embodying, from pursuing to allowing. So, how can you harmonize with this potent energy? First, commence each day with conscious intent. Before the world intrudes, sit in stillness. Inhale deeply and gently whisper the word 9. Let its resonance flow through you, settling your mind and attuning your energy to higher guidance. Second, convert insight into movement. Identify 3 aspirations that resonate with your soul. For each, list 9 concrete actions you can initiate now. Movement generates momentum, and this framework transforms vision into tangible progress. Third, carve out a space for resonance. Light a candle and state 9 aloud with conviction. Visualize your future self, not as a wish, but as your current reality, living your true purpose. Feel this truth in your core. This is more than a routine, it's an energetic declaration. 9 is not the destination, it is the portal to your highest expression. When you vibrate at this level, success and serenity don't require pursuit. They gravitate toward you. Your vibration dictates your destination. Now, let's discuss a number that isn't merely fortunate, it's harmonizing. It doesn't just signify change, it initiates it. We're examining the number 3. This goes beyond simple number meaning. It's about resonance, alignment, and your presence in the world. Pause for a moment. Have you ever encountered someone who speaks softly, yet commands attention? A person whose joy is contagious, whose aura brings tranquility to turmoil, and whose very being seems to unite people? That isn't random charm, that is energetic congruence, the core nature of the number 3. 3 is the perfect point where your inner feelings, your spoken words, and your physical actions meet. When these 3 pillars are unified, your existence begins to feel less like a battle and more like a natural dance. It isn't contrived, it's authentic flow. And when you are in flow, you become a magnet, not from effort, but from authenticity. In philosophical teachings, the number 3 is foundational. It reflects the triad of self, path, and community, your awakened nature, your journey, and your support system. These aren't abstract concepts. They are the bedrock of living with awareness, direction, and connection. Picture a triangle. Each corner supports you, provides stability, and directs your path. That is the strength of 3. It creates form, harmony, and spiritual anchoring. But let's apply this to your daily reality, because you've likely felt disconnected recently. Perhaps your mind pulls in one direction, your heart in another, and your deeds don't reflect either. That fragmentation is draining. The number 3 invites you to reintegrate, to recall that you are a complete entity, a thinker, a feeler, and a doer, all synchronized. This is your opportunity to reclaim your authentic voice, that venture you've delayed, that truth you've softened to avoid conflict, that spark of creativity you've suppressed to seem conventional. Now is the time to resurrect it all. Not for perfection, not for praise, but for your own evolution, for your peace. Because here's the reality, your uniqueness is not an error. It is your offering. Your visions are not excessive. Your delight is not immature. Your existence doesn't require approval. You were never meant to diminish to fit a confined space. The number 3 won't manifest instant material wealth, but it will open the gateway to richness of spirit, assurance, ingenuity, lucidity. It will empower you to stand in your truth, speak with clarity, and live authentically. And that level of genuineness is irresistibly attractive. It naturally draws abundance. Let this number be your cue to act, to share, to build without restraint. The world doesn't need another duplicate, it needs your authentic story. And you don't require more time, you only need to make a choice. Let's contemplate the number 7, not as a common digit, but as a gentle cosmic reminder to recalibrate your journey. Reflect on this. Have you ever had a day where the number 7 consistently appears? It could be the 7th message you read, the 7th step you take, or a random number sequence ending in 7. On the surface it may seem like chance, but if you're truly observant, you'll know these instances are purposeful. The number 7 carries a pattern, a spiritual pulse that speaks to those who are listening. Throughout history, 7 emerges in the most significant contexts. 7 days structure our week, governing life's rhythm. 7 continents define our global landscape. Even our physical form is governed by 7 core energy vortices, the chakras, each governing an aspect of our existence. This number exists at the crossroads of harmony and movement. In philosophical lore, 7 is extraordinary. Following his awakening, the Buddha didn't simply stand, he took 7 deliberate steps. And with each step, a lotus flower bloomed under his feet. This is more than a myth, it's a profound teaching. Each step signifies purposeful advancement, reminding us that spiritual growth isn't a single bound. It's a sequence of mindful actions, taken one at a time. So, what does this mean for your actual life? It's a sign that you don't need to hurry, you don't need to compare or push. When you notice the number 7, it's the cosmos gently reminding you to pause, to realign with your deeper purpose, to cease striving and start being. Because genuine prosperity, the kind that feeds your soul, doesn't stem from anxiety. It springs from inner quiet and intentional living. Here is a practice to connect with 7's energy. When you awaken tomorrow, resist the urge to check your device. Instead, place a hand over your heart. Breathe in and calmly say 7. Visualize 7 points of soft golden light rotating around you in a protective, calming orbit. Let this be your personal sanctuary for the day. Keep the number 7 visible as a screen background, a written note, or a mental token. Each glimpse should return you to your center, and in the evening, before sleep, whisper 7 once more, not as a spell, but as a signal to your subconscious that you are choosing balance, that you are moving with purpose, just as the awakened ones did. The next number isn't about hoping for a lucky break, it's about realizing the universe has already entrusted you with the blueprint to build the life you envision. That blueprint is the number 22. Now, don't dismiss it as just digits. I understand. It seems mundane. You notice it on timers, documents, perhaps in fleeting moments. But what if that humble number is appearing persistently for a deeper reason? What if it's a message trying to reach you? In mystical and philosophical systems, numbers hold power, and 22 is often called the master architect, not because it constructs external things first, but because it helps redesign your internal landscape. It's the kind of force that murmurs, your preparation is complete. Release the past. Let's build a reality that truly mirrors the person you are evolving into. Consider those instances when a grand vision, a brilliant insight, or a surge of bravery emerged. But you paused. Those weren't accidents. They were calls to expand. And 22 appears when it is finally time to answer that call. A morning practice for empowerment. Begin. Dedicate 5 minutes of quiet each morning. Sit in calm, close your eyes, envision a luminous path unfolding before you. With each inhalation, take a symbolic step forward and affirm silently, I am the architect. I build my reality. I trust my process. State the number 22 with focused intent. Let it become your inner guide. An energy alignment practice. Light a candle and take your journal. Write down 3 areas of your life ready for expansion. Finances, mission, self-value. Beside each, write 22 and declare it with authority. You are not wishing. You are directing your energy to flow. What makes 22 unique isn't flawlessness, it is potent motion. It meets you amidst doubt and supports you in constructing from your core outward. If this number has been visiting your awareness, it's a summons to observe, have faith, and align. And stay until the conclusion, because a final profound code remains, a hidden vibration recognized by only a few. Your transformation is still unfolding, the receptive power of 66, a philosophical key to allowing abundance without struggle. Your presence here is not a coincidence. There's a purpose. You're still watching, still engaged, still captivated. You didn't arrive here by random chance. A force beyond the rational guided you here. A subtle cosmic invitation murmuring, the time is now, We now arrive at the most significant part of our exploration, the ultimate frequency, and it contains more than power. It contains revelation. The number is 66. This is more than a digit. It is a key, an entrance, a confirmation. In wisdom traditions, the number 6 is deeply sacred. It represents 6 virtues meant to lead us to our best nature: giving, integrity, perseverance, dedicated action, focus, and insight. But when doubled into 66, this power doesn't just increase, it transforms. It becomes a perfect balance between the material and the ethereal, between diligent action in the world and releasing control over the results. So, how can you attune to this vibration? It starts with a mental shift from chasing to receiving. Find a silent moment, breathe deeply. As you release your breath, mentally repeat 66. Imagine a warm golden radiance filling your heart center. This isn't merely relaxation, it's a spiritual activation. Next, write 66 on a small piece of paper and place it near you as you rest. Let your deeper mind absorb its essence through the night. This symbolic gesture invites lucidity, possibility, and inner direction. Light a candle. List 7 blessings you are thankful for and 11 visions you wish to actualize. After each vision, silently call upon 66 to strengthen your focus. You no longer need to hunt for abundance. You only need to be open to it. The energy of 66 confirms that what you seek is already journeying toward you. You have already begun the shift from seeker to beacon. To receive abundance, you must first become a vessel for it. If this message has touched your spirit, and if you felt the shift in this energy, don't hold it inside. Press the like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who might need their own guiding sign. Until we meet again, stay grounded, stay receptive, and always remember, you are not waiting for your abundance. You are actively aligning with it. I'll see you in the next discussion.